Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Happy Life here, happy life in love. Um, my topic for today is dating. Please, please, before I start, subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, help me get some traction and progress. I really would appreciate that. Very soon, I got some content coming. I'm going on a cruise, etc. So, like the video, subscribe, please. Well, there's a plane go by. Okay. So, I would like to talk about dating in America, modern dating in America. So recently, I got into I had a stroke. And then I was single for about 10 months, maybe 8 months, and then I got into a relationship because the stars seemed to align with that relationship. So I had a stroke, and then I told that girl I had a stroke, and she said, "Oh, I had a stroke three years ago," but she didn't tell me that, and she didn't have a lot of deficits. She seemed very normal. She could drive, walk, think, talk, everything except for cook. So I said, okay. I mean, modern women in America, they can't cook, so she seems very normal. I was shocked she had a stroke, and it seemed like we should get along. She had a stroke, I had a stroke. So empathy should lie in the middle of that. Then when I get into a relationship with her, she just turned the bad behavior just maxed out. Like she elevated it. It was very crazy. She was very rude. She also gained a lot of weight since last time I saw her. Mind you, she had a stroke. So people who have strokes should be in the best shape of their lives all year round. They should always be eating healthy food, always be active, always. But this lady, she wasn't fat. She was obese, especially compared to when I first met her. Um, I met her, I was talking to her about 2 years before my stroke, and then I went overseas to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, um, Philippines. So I stopped talking to her because I had to move. I had to explore the world. It was cheaper there, things like that. Then I came back to America, and I started talking to her again, and then I had a stroke. And first of all, I stopped talking to her during that time because I didn't like her reaction to me having a stroke. It was very just berserk and no kind of calmness. She was not logical with it. She was not calming. It wasn't feminine. Her response wasn't feminine. Very masculine, just freaking out. And I know just from my life experience and from being a grown ass man that you gotta be calm, and especially in like tight situations, you know, like in any tense situation, you gotta be calm. So now that I look back at it, she's freaking out because she's masculine. She's not really feminine. So anyway, as we get into a relationship early, she's a feminist. So I noticed the hateful tendencies and the man-hating rhetoric, and then she's on the left, obviously, if she's a feminist. So she's just talking about, like, she made a couple of creepy statements about being pro-overweight. And you know the left, people on the left are pro-overweight. That's why they support Lizzo. I seen Lizzo lost some weight. Congratulations to her. She lost the weight, hopefully before she had a stroke or heart attack. But she made a statement saying at the Golden Globes, or no, at the Academy Awards. Sorry, Nicole Kidman came out. Nicole Kidman was looking good. She's older, and she said, "Oh, Nicole Kidman is very skinny." I said, "Yeah, she looked good. She looked like she worked out a lot. She's keeping up with herself. She don't even look her age." And then my feminist ex said, "That's how they keep women in control, by making them be skinny. So skinny women or skinny people are easily manipulated." That kind of threw me off. That set me off, because that's some left-wing propaganda there. And if they keep people, they don't keep people easily manipulated through food. Anybody who ever been on a diet, or anyone who knows anyone that fasted in their life, they know that when you fast or go on a diet, you're just more angry. Like, you're more on edge. When you're fat, you can be manipulated. All your inhibitions are lowered. You're more calm. So to have that mentality, that's why the left wing is very dangerous, in my opinion. Because how are you pro-fat? That's very dangerous for your life. Everything gets worse in your life medically when you're fat and obese. But yet they're telling the left, the soapbox on the left is saying, no, that's liberating to be fat and sloppy and obese. So I couldn't deal with that. I lived my whole life as a fit person. When I was 18, 19, I was 375 pounds. Now I'm super fit. I'll put the camera on myself if I can here. If it let me. Yeah, I'm like a fit person now. I can't switch the camera. Look at my old videos. You can see how I look. So I just can't deal with that, you know. That's very dangerous mentality for me. I made a comeback, having a stroke. I had a stroke because I was eating a lot of bad foods, like pizza and stuff. I thought I could eat that now that I lost the weight, and I thought I could eat that. I'll be fine. If I just worked out every day, I was doing like 2,000 push-ups a day, walking like 30,000 steps a day, 40,000 steps a day. So I didn't take it into account, or I ignored that I had high blood pressure. And I didn't want to get on medications, so I didn't take the medications, and I didn't even go to a doctor, and then boom, I had a stroke. So I've recovered, thank God. It was hard work recovering. If you saw me, you would think this guy is lying about having a stroke. There's nothing wrong with this guy. But that's from hard work and dedication. So I have high blood pressure now. The doctor told me like 90% of Americans have high blood pressure, but it's undiagnosed. So everybody in America is basically at risk for like a stroke or heart attack. But I can't have a partner that's that sloppy and also that angry and that rude and that brainwashed from feminism. I just can't do it. Like, and then she's 40. She's a little older than me. I can't. You're too old for that. Definitely too old to be for that mentality. But the point of this video is, date somebody who believes in some of the things you believe in. Some core things like nutrition, fitness, being kind, not being rude, treating your partner the way you would want to be treated. Stuff like that. Like, I remember we had an argument. She said, you should treat people the way they want to be treated, not the way you want to be treated. I said, no, that's incorrect. I'm not going to treat, if you want me to treat you like a god or a pharaoh or queen, I'm not going to treat you like that if you don't deserve that. And I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated, with respect, and that's it. I hope, God willing, I will never run into another one of those crazy left-wing loons for dating. I mean, you could be I have left-wing friends, but I'm not dating them. But hopefully that never happens to me again. And I'm gonna just pray for the best, guys, when it comes to dating. But definitely watch you dating, vet them for at least a year before dating them, before getting into a relationship. You gotta vet these people, because the internet and left-wing propaganda, even people on the right, I could never date anyone on the extreme right. Like, politics has really taken a hold of the culture, and you gotta watch who you're dating. You gotta pay attention to signs and watch what you're doing out here. All right, thank you for sticking around. If you're still here, please subscribe, like, comment. Tell me about your dating experiences. Are you dating now? Are you single? Tell me about your best date and your worst date, and I'll look forward to reading it. All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.